under Majestix for us? That'd be great. Okay. So because I'm going to do a little scene here, and I'm going to put some trees up here. I can't put the sunset down here, which I've done a few times and then add trees with no sun at the top. So we'll get it the right way around this time. So I'm going to put some green down the bottom. And this is just a dry Pampers baby white that we use in here. I've done this for years, it works a treat. It's really cheap and cheerful. And it almost looks airbrush when it's done this, it's gorgeous. So that's my ground, so this is where my little pot's going to go. This sort of card always looks messy until you finish because you've got the tape in the way with all the ink sitting on top. And then we're just going to cut a little bit of paper now. So this will be my little hills in the distance. So you need a matching piece, so you've got to cut it from the same piece so these will mask each other out. So we're going to take the top one and we're just going to colour down with the green for the hills. The nice thing about using the same colour inks for your background as well as your sample is everything matches, which is always really useful, so you're not looking around for matching inks and things. And you don't need to sort of fill it, so you don't need tons of colour up here. You can keep it quite pale. I thought when I first started doing this I'd have to sort of fill all this white space, but you really don't. It looks lovely just as it is. Okay, so what you should have now is a matching piece here. So this one will mask out that one. And then we can colour above. If we just whiz that around. And the only reason I do this is because for me it's easier to colour in a downwards direction than it is to colour up. So if you leave it so you can just see this little slither of green there, like that, it means that when you colour above you're not going to get a white gap between the two. So a little bit of a skyline up here. And again, you don't need to do loads. So I'm just going to sort of emphasise one area, and this is where my sunrise or sunset is going to be. So a little bit of red. Like that. So you can see it's not a lot, most of it's sort of on the scrap. And then try and keep that in place. Now if you've got any sense, unlike me, use a bit of repositionable. Alright, and then it's not going to move. And then you just want to take your little trees. I'm going to use this one. And we might use the other one in a minute. We're just going to sort of sketch across the top of these. So quite pale. So it looks like it's way in the distance. It's like that's nice deep. Okay, so we've got a few trees off in the distance there. So that's the base of your card. And then we can start to add some other little things in here. So I'm going to use this little pot here in this corner. I'm going to ink this up in two colours. So it always looks better, it looks much more dimensional if you use two colours and give it some shading. Because I know a lot of people think if it's a solid stamp like that, you're only ever going to get one colour on it, and you don't have to. So I'm going to ink this up in two. So I'm going to go all over first with the palest one. So this is the palest brown I'm going to use. And then I'm going to shadow it using the darker one. Just down one side like that. So you can, if you're using something like the watering can as well, you can pick out little areas with it. So you could do the little spout in a different colour, like that one there. Got a different coloured spout, different coloured handle. And then we do have some little critters. So you can see what a difference it makes. It makes it much more dimensional. So what I'm going to use is my favourite little snail, my little caterpillar and my little spider, wherever he's gone, is there. And then we're going to add them onto here. So I'll do the little spider just sort of hanging from the pot. So he can go about there. And then the little caterpillar can go on here. And then the little snail is going to go on the other side. Oh no, they're horrible, aren't they? I do hate them. I hate spiders, I hate snails, but I like them when they're in the card. They're so cute. And you can do little slime trails with the glossy bits as well if you really want to do it. I'd do that for a man. Okay, and then we're going to add the little flowers. So this is a little set that was designed to work with these tiny little pots. So every flower in here is small, all tiny. So what I'm doing, I'm just sort of mapping out the shape of my flowers using the one stamp. So don't re-ink every time, so you want to create that dimensional look to it. And then we're going to use some pink in there as well. So we're sort of working darker now. And I'm looking for the spaces and then just popping in a flower. So darker still. We'll go with the Neptune. And this can go anywhere you like because it's so dark. Everything that you've done before is paler, so it'll sit comfortably over any of those colours. So now we're going to do the green. So I'm just going to fill in with the leaves. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the leaves down to the bottom as well, so down here. So we've actually got a nice crisp line when we take the tape away. So we don't leave any white space really. As long as you don't re-ink every time, it's not going to get messy. A nice fine one there as well. And then we're just going to join that little spider up. He's sort of going nowhere at the moment. So we'll join him up to the top of the pot. And then we can take all these bits off then. Before we do anything else. We've got these nice crisp edges. This is the only tape I recommend, this one. This is Scotch removable. So it's not to be confused with a magic tape. It's not the same thing. This is just fabulous. So I'm going to pop a little bit of glitter in there now. To give it a bit of sparkle. And then what I usually do, I'm going to have to watch this bar, is pop some glossy accents on the little critters as well. And then if you just sort of pull out the centres of the flowers with a little bit of liquid pearls as well, it just sort of brings the flowers back into the surface. Just stand out rather than blending in. And then we're going to pop a little bit of the glossy accents onto the little snails. I'm just going to wipe the glitter off there first. So a nice blob on the back of the snail there. A little bit on your caterpillar. And then a little dollop on top of his spider.
Video. That's 3 YouTube videos.